Salut tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien. Comme vous le voyez, on est à New York. Vous le savez peut-être, mais vous pouvez l'imaginer, la ville regorge d'adresses du monde entier pour manger un peu partout dans la ville. Mais aujourd'hui, on se focalise sur un monument de la culture culinaire des États-Unis, le burger. Mais pas n'importe quel burger et surtout, pas avec n'importe qui. On a la chance de passer un moment avec la référence mondiale du smash burger, j'ai nommé George Motz. Il a fait des pop-up dans le monde entier, à Paris notamment avec Blend ou bien Holly Belly, Londres, Tokyo, New York évidemment, bref, il est partout. Je vous fais rapidement un petit peu le topo pour que vous compreniez le personnage. Il a fait un film sur le burger dans les années 2000, plein de livres sur le sujet, une émission de télé, le Burger Show, et là, aujourd'hui, il ouvre enfin son restaurant à Soho, sur Manhattan. On va donc le rencontrer chez lui, dans son resto, Hamburger America. Ouais, c'est plutôt premier degré comme titre, mais ça veut tout dire. Et il va nous expliquer tous les tenants et les aboutissants pour faire un bon burger. Merci à lui pour le temps qu'il nous a accordé et nous montrer tout ça. On va vous montrer un petit peu l'envers et comment il cuisine avec juste quelques grilles, 2-3 ustensiles et un peu de technique, des ingrédients très simples. C'est génial. Allez, on y va, c'est l'heure. On va manger du burger.
It's not just Hamburger America. It is actually two restaurants. One restaurant, you walk in, and you can sit at the counter, this beautiful counter, which is basically it's an open griddle where you can talk to the customers and they can get their food right from you right there.
Yes, this is the omakase of...
Right, it's omakase, it's Benihana. It's like Benihana. Yeah. We have Benihana, you know? But I make a burger, and then it goes... Second restaurant, you go up these stairs, and there are registers back here. And those registers service orders to go
Okay.
at the restaurant or to sit in the back. We have another 30 seats in the back.
Nice.
The experience is obviously here.
Why open a restaurant now after all your work about burger? Like TV show, books, movie?
I needed a place to explain what I do in hamburger history. So it's almost like a little bit of a museum here. My job is to make sure people are appreciating the American hamburger, not in all of its goofy forms that we've seen lately, but more of the classic forms that existed and are actually, frankly, going away.
And do you want to put some new recipe on the menu, like, or just the smash and the Oklahoma?
Nothing new. Everything we're going to put on the menu is old.
Yeah.
I mean, fresh,
But old.
but old.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Everyone today, it seems like they're making a smash burger.
Yeah.
But they all put sauces on them, which is fine. Hey, you want to have a sauce?
Yeah.
That's fine. People want sauces. I don't put a sauce on mine because traditionally there's not a single sauce anywhere in there. What we do is I like to call the Midwestern trilogy mustard, pickle, onion.
Nice.
And that flavor combination right there, plus the rendered beef fat, the bun, cheese,
Yes.
makes for a very, very impressive, simple bite.
I saw on your Instagram the perfect ratio of meat fat with this little tool.
The size of the burger is pretty cool.
And what's for you the perfect ratio for the...
75% lean, 25% fat.
Nice. And can you explain quickly the perfect key elements of a good burger?
Simplicity. Making sure you have great beef, a great bun, not too complicated. You can't have these big goofy things or brioche, sorry. Brioche, too sweet. A perfect example, we also make this thing called the fried onion burger.
Yeah.
The fried onion burger is nothing more than beef, cheese, the onions that are smashed into the beef, cooked and served on a very simple bun, and that's it.
Yeah, and steamed just over the meat.
Yes.
With the cheese.
Yeah.
And this is the secret to have a very fluffy bun.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
perfect.
make you one.
Oh yeah.
In this restaurant, we go through about 900 pounds of onions a week. So that's
Okay,
like
nice.
450 kilos.
Because you have to put a mountain of onion on the fried onion burger.
Yeah, traditionally, 100 years ago when they made that burger, it was equal portion beef to onion.
Okay, nice.
The
Okay, nice.
thinness is about fast cooking.
Okay.
I'm here, let's make a burger.
Okay, nice. Let's go.
Let's do it. You'll start with the onion burger, right?
Beef, yeah.
About 90 grams.
Kosher salt.
Kosher salt, yeah. We don't put as many onions as they do in Oklahoma, but it's pretty close. I mean, it's
The famous
classic
smash shula.
Yeah, smash shula. We use actually very sharp scrapers so we can get off the surface. It'll
Nice.
stick. It's supposed to stick. I mean, this is a very clean. We constantly clean the surface, so it does get sticky, and then we have to scrape it off, almost
Yeah, I guess.
like scraping paint. So that takes a while.
The
They're very
famous
soft, they're very
Martin
famous.
rolls.
There it is. Yeah.
Not so sweet, but very fluffy.
Very fluffy. We're gonna make also a classic smash. So the first thing we do is give it a quick patch
Stick,
on the
yeah.
bottom. It makes it so that the beef does not stick to the spatula.
Yeah.
That's why.
And
Very good.
now you can
Yeah,
smash.
exactly.
And this is very odd to have the Maillard reaction.
Exactly.
And this is a secret spice.
It's not secret. It's a seasoned salt.
Okay, nice.
It's called Lowry seasoned salt. It's a classic in America, from Chicago. So it has a few things like garlic and salt, and it's a basic seasoned salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then cheese goes on. This is
Crispy.
like what
Yeah.
I call letting it ride. This is a classic in America.
Yeah.
Where, especially with this
I love
burger,
the technique. Yeah.
a slider with an onion burger, it's always best to have all that beef steam. That's all rendered onion juice
Yeah.
and rendered beef fat causing steam to rise up
Inside the
into
bread.
Yeah, exactly. So mustard.
So just white onion.
Yeah, but it's actually sweet onion.
Mustard.
Sweet onion.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 pickles.
Oh, nice.
We also use, it's American cheese. We use very good American cheese.
Yeah, because the melt is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can also have great melt with cheap cheese. And actually, it's probably
Yeah.
easier. This actually has some dairy in it, which is it's a tasty cheese. It tastes very good.
And
I
both.
cook at Holy Belly, and I shipped American cheese. It got stuck at De Gaulle, and De Gaulle refused to allow American cheese
Oh, yeah?
into your country. Yes,
Oh, wow.
they ended up sending it back.
But you
I-
can
I
you
got a
can
month
buy
later.
American cheese in France, for example.
Right,
But
yeah.
in supermarket and grocery stores. But
Right.
this is the
But I was bringing
French
American
flair.
cheese
French
from
flair.
America. Yeah, this
So
is-
nice.
That's it. That's all there is to it. Again, classic wrap, just so you can hold it. That's it.
easier to hold it. Wow, thanks.
That's what
A lot.
It's classic, right? If it's
Yeah,
anything-
it tastes a lot. Simplicity and yellow mustard with pickles and just
Yeah.
cheese and meat. It's perfect. I can eat that all day long.
Yeah, me too. Because it gives me like I get like PTSD.
Oh wow.
The onions will cook.
Yeah,
If you don't.
and
you
just
don't
stick to the
manipulate them,
steak.
They'll burn.
Yeah.
I try to tell
Everything.
people like even that little bit right there, that little bit is so tasty. Here,
Yeah.
just taste that. You're not gonna
Okay.
believe what it tastes like.
Mm.
Boom. Right.
Yes.
So and again, it takes a little more time. We're trying to get the onions to be the same color as the beef, basically. We're done. We got this. We got this. Oh.
Oh Jesus Lord.
There we go. We're done here. Definitely done.
Wow.
Same wrap.
Hey,
There you go.
thanks a lot.
De rien. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Right on. Bye.
I have 1, 2, 3, 3 all the way singles, 4 Oklahomas, 1 Chester, 2 hot hams, 3 fries, 2 iced teas, 1 coffee milk.
Yes, I guess we're good. Bon, on a eu le privilège de faire ces 2 burgers avec George. Il y avait quand même beaucoup de bruit. Je vous refais un peu le topo, mais on a fait du coup le vraiment très simple, avec quand même ces oignons qui sont venus fondre à l'intérieur, etc. Et on n'a pas eu encore le temps de déguster celui-ci. On va le faire ensemble. Et du coup, il y a une montagne d'oignons. Ça cuit environ pendant 8 minutes. Ce fromage qui fond bien là sur la viande, qui est bien grillé. Et les oignons qui viennent caraméliser. Le truc à retenir, c'est qu'il faut que les oignons aient quasiment la même couleur que la viande. Bon allez, je vais goûter. Les oignons, ça change tout en fait. Ça goûte l'oignon, le pain, comme il est resté au-dessus des oignons, toutes les vapeurs de la viande, des oignons, des épices, du fromage sont montées à l'intérieur. Steam bun, comme ils disent. Il n'y a pas ce côté genre juste toasté et au-dessus c'est un peu sec. C'est vraiment incroyable. Le côté caramélisé de l'oignon là. Et à l'intérieur, on le voit bien là. C'est un peu de temps et de patience, mais ça vaut vraiment le coup. Est-ce qu'on commanderait pas toute la carte? Le hot ham sandwich, du coup c'est vraiment juste du jambon grillé avec du Swiss cheese bien fondu et ça a l'air vraiment incroyable. Toujours avec les petits buns bien hot. On voit là le fromage bien grillé, c'est ouf. En fait c'est chiffonnade de jambon au milieu, coupé très finement. Ça c'est ultra régressif. On a pris aussi le petit patty melt de Chester. C'est vraiment un steak, du fromage et du pain de mie toasté dans du beurre. Ça goûte le beurre bien chaud et toasté. En fait, ce que j'aime bien, c'est qu'encore une fois, c'est sans artifice, quoi. Du steak, du fromage, du pain, toasté, et basta, quoi. Il n'y a pas de sauce, il n'y a pas de condiments. C'est genre juste les produits simples. Incroyable. Bon, j'espère que vous avez bien mangé avec vos yeux. Moi, en tout cas, j'ai mangé pour les 8 prochaines années. Je vais pouvoir aller me reposer un petit peu. J'espère que cette vidéo vous aura plu. Et surtout, n'hésitez pas à la commenter, partager autour de vous, la liker, ça nous donne beaucoup de force et ça nous donnera envie d'en faire plein d'autres, que ce soit ici, ailleurs ou partout dans le monde. Donc dites-nous la ville que vous voulez qu'on découvre, les gens qu'on rencontre et on essaiera de faire ça. C'était Hugo, vous êtes toujours sur vos guises, bon appétit et bon voyage, ciao!